We're recording another video, so you guys can say hi YouTube if you want. All right, welcome back to episode number 2. Playing 4 to 5 matches in one session. We're gonna be talking about our drafting, our analysis, and all the good things. This time we do have Twitch chat above my camera here. So he runs Celine and Polly. What did that tell us, right? Celine is like most likely he wants to play some kind of DDR. Right, so knowing this information, he wants to play DDR. I can either go Laya DDR here and steal the pick, since Laya, if I go Laya DDR with Celine not pre-banned, it's a really strong 2-3 into me, right? So what I could do is I can use his pre-ban to my advantage by taking both, right? This way it puts him in a tough spot, right? It denies him of playing DDR anytime with Albedo, and it just puts me in a very advantageous position where I can't really get punished by the average strong, I guess, what do you call it? Counterpick into Laya DDR open, like on 1-2. So we'll see what he picks here, right? He takes Candy. So one thing about Candy, when you see this come out this early, is you don't want to just think, oh, that's his DPS. You want to think he could be buff stacking. What if he's What if he's on protection set a Tywin? He has anti-crit, immunity, and everything. That means units like Lua or DDR, right, is not going to be able to strip because it only strips 2 buffs. So it's really important that when you see this come out, don't just think it's a DPS. Think about the potential of him having a buff stack here. So obviously he has A-Tai covering Monk already, and he has Bunny Dom cover Monk on 3 here. So Monk is not as extremely strong pick for me here. And obviously, like I mentioned, Lua, obviously the buff stacking, I'm not really super high prio on that right now. So what I could go for here is, I think I could look for an AOL game, but I want to take mitigation. I think Emil Senya is actually okay here since I have guaranteed cleanse. So I'm going to go Emil Senya here. And then I'm going to go with AOL. And the reason we're going AOL is because he has AoE, he has Salvo AoE. I can get Skill Null, I can cleanse 1 debuff off, I can S3 to strip his buffs. Also, anytime someone takes ER, like ML Shu in a draft like this, right? I have DDR, I have AOL. 2 units that have really high debuff potential with effectiveness builds. The Shu is basically... He's basically telling me I'm playing ER Shu. I'm playing ER Shu, I'm going to resist your debuffs. I don't care about your effectiveness. That's basically what he's telling me, right? So I need to take this information and use it to my advantage, right? And how can I do that, right? I can try to punish him. Okay, so... He goes Hand Guy for Cleanse versus 1-2, right? Or 2-4. So what I could take here as a pretty strong DPS, in my opinion, is probably... it's probably... Lone Crescent Bologna. Right? Yes. Lone Crescent Bologna, because it clears this. I'm banning ER Shu, because if I never land on it, I'm going to die, right? He takes the Cleanse. I don't care if he takes the Cleanse, because... I have double debuffer, so it doesn't matter, right? It's okay. I banned the ER Shu, which is going to be the most problematic. He bans my Laya win con, makes sense. In this instance, I'm going to be backlining my LCB, so I have a little bit more survivability. I'm going to release imprint my Senya so that my entire team has a bit more survivability here. And then just kind of play it from here. I don't need the effectiveness on my DDR or my AOL, because these units don't really have that high of ER. B-Dom could, have 100, 150, whatever, but I have enough effectiveness naturally from my gear to just land on him, right? So let's hit start. So let's see the opening turn here, a little bit of lag. So because he has Warhorn, make sure you always pay attention to the HP and the artifact. So he's Warhorn Aureus, right? That we know. He's not protection set. So we know he's 17.4k HP on Bunny Dom. This is something that I'm also trying to improve at as well myself, right? Is to try to pay attention to what their HP thresholds are, because that's going to really allow you to kind of get to that next level, in my opinion. So I'm going to S2 here. Trust me. Just for tempo. My AOL is slept, so that kind of sucks. But I'm just going to raw dog the Candy here, since why not, right? I'm just going to S3 on Candy. If I land a Venom, that'll be huge. My damage is going to push my LCB it forward. And because after my LCB is the 3rd turn, his Warhorn on his Hand Guy is actually effectively quite useless. If he salvos, that's perfect for me. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. I get Skill Nullifier, I get a free hit with LCB, I get CR Push, it's huge. So that actually pushes me in front. Oh, that actually did not push me in front. Okay, that complicates things a bit. Okay, I'm an S3. I was thinking if I should go for an S1 to push back the hand guy, but I think it's fine. I've got enough CR from my S2 passive where I can just S3 into Candy here. And as long as I proc Venom here, I should be able to just straight up delete him out of the game. And as soon as he's dead, he's gonna FF. Venom... dead. Headshot. Yeah, and then the FF should come up in 5, 4, 3... Never mind, we're getting roped. Never mind, never mind. We are getting roped. So, yeah, ae-Taiwan has Rage, so he can guarantee Death Break and all that stuff. But I have Skill Nullifier, so this actually doesn't do that much damage. Plus, I still have Senya passive, so if he is something like a DPS hand guy... Oh, well, that's bad for him. He didn't actually land stun on my Malona, so it's definitely GG's. Pushes on Senya. He's DPS hand guy for sure. That we know. Just gonna go on Bunny Dom here. Try to bring her barrier down a bit. So now I have souls, right? Remember we paid attention to the Bunny Dom HP, and like 8 times around 26k. So, I mean at this point the game is pretty much over, right? There's not a lot he could do. I'm basically just gonna Soulburn S1, kill the Bunny Dom. Oh, he stole my souls. Never mind. Game's not over yet. Hand guy's gonna S1, triggers my Malona. This DPS hand guy's actually doing a lot of damage into me here. I'm going to S1, push back the hand guy to mess up his tempo a bit. I missed, unfortunately. Okay.
You'll make an excellent specimen.
He has immunity, so I can't proc Venom. I might as well go on the DDR here, or the hand guy here. I missed again.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Okay, never mind. This we have a game on our hands. This hand guy has hella damage. So he gets D-Bag. ae-Taiwan's 28. He's gonna steal my souls again, so I can't soul burn. Okay, so hopefully this headshot's the... Wow, I'm getting gear dipped. Okay. I should be able to kill now after he hits. I mean, he can always just S2, put attack down on my Malona. That'll be pretty problematic. But the Malona's gonna, or the... That Bunny Dom's gonna die now. Okay, never mind. Everything I'm saying is gonna happen is not happening, unfortunately. He's gonna S1. Unprovoked. He gets another turn here. This is a really bad spot for us to be in, actually, because we are potentially gonna die. And when I say potentially, I mean like most likely.
Do you smell that? That's the smell of death.
I'm so dead. Okay. Change of plans. We're not playing the LCB win con. We're gonna play the DDR win con here. So he can put immunity up here. I mean, he kind of has to if he wants to rip S3. But if he does S3 with ae-Taiwan, my AoE is gonna cleanse. So we'll see if he rips it. Oh, he actually holds it. Okay, that's okay. My Guardian Ice Crystal procced, which helps me a bit survive a little bit longer. Ooh, wow, that's big. That's a big duel. And that's the FF. So I think the game probably was already over from the point I said, but he wanted to stay, so whatever. But I think the general rule there was, I think the lesson is, you know, pay attention to HP, pay attention to artifacts, be wary of like what they're picking and why. And yeah, we're probably golden. Like, I want to fucking reforge that more than I want to have sex. I'm not even trolling. That's my sub notification. So Andre F. Crosha, thank you for the subscription. Thank you, man. Thank you for the prime. All right, so we see Belly and Senya coming out from from the right side here. So could be a cleaver. I'm gonna go Blood Moon Haste here. Blood Moon Haste is gonna give us a little bit more survivability versus Cleave, or just like an anchor in our draft. He goes briseria Zeo. Okay, we're either about to get cooked or we're about to get cooked. So I think a decent DPS or mitigation here is a Tywin, right? I have two a Tywins. One's on a more of a aggro build and one's on a protection build. I'm gonna go with the protection build here, and he hasn't actually banned things like Candy or Euphine, but I don't want to take that too early here. But if I take an opener, say like Rand, Peyra, Lua, Conk, I'm gonna die, because he still has 3 slots open to kind of punish me here. So I actually don't hate AOL, but I could also die to Ranclave in that regard. So I might go with Lua maybe, or just take an Ed. I'll go Ed on 3. I mean, he's pretty committed to playing Cleave here, right? So try to leverage that. Now, he goes Ludwig on 3, which protects his bridge, and Commander Pavel. So right now he has no speed threats. Right now, he has no speed threats, right? So what I could do here is I could probably just go Lua Ran. And then just go for the outspeed, and then ban Zeo. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to go for.
You really want your blood spilled? So be it.
Or I can go Peyra. No, I'm going to go Ran. So he has 1 opener, his bridge is on 3, so I'm basically telling him, you can pick whatever you want on 5, and I'm going to fucking ban this, right? That's basically what I'm telling him. He could be, if he's a 320 Briar, we're just gonna say GG's and go next, right? And hopefully that doesn't happen though. Oh wow, Ace Trainer, thank you for the raid, man. Somebody take care of the shout out. So,
Somehow I spaced out the Dark Witch.
alright, well I mean there's not a lot to see here. We're dead. Good night, gentlemen. Actually, we're alive because we have a better draft.
It looks like
GG's.
somebody forgot their
So the A Tywin actually cleanses the D-break off Briar. Yeah, FF.
I'll be the one deciding how this
Alright,
story
cool.
ends.
So I was a little bit panicked there, but that's one of the reasons why you want to have a full nuke Edward build. Because if I was injury Edward there, I would have been able to kill the Ludwig, or just the other DPS. So yeah, it was kind of a perfect pick. Wow, I'm very surprised that he outsped my 310 Lua with Briar, though. I guess the EE is really flourishing for him, but I digress. So, not really sure who we're fighting, but let's see what we can do here. So, stick to our Lua Molly pre-ban, and the reason why we're banning this obviously is because Luna's OP. Sea Phantom Poultice just enables Janua, and she's just really annoying. Takes away tempo, and there's I don't really have that many good solutions versus it, which is why I'm pre-banning it. So right side's going to be banning Monk and Zeo. So probably playing kind of aggressive or standard. But the Zeo tells me he's probably aggro. So if Lua's pre-banned here, I mean, sorry, not Lua, Knockwall. I want to go for like a neutral open. DDR is still available. Because Zeo's pre-banned, I'm actually going to go for a Conquer Lilius game.
I'll make you taste
Anytime Zeo is not pre-banned, Conquer Lilius is kind of dog water. And because he pre-banned it for me, again, I'm going to leverage his pre-bans to my advantage. So I'm going to take the Conquer Lilius on P1. Take the Candy, because Conk Candy is obviously one of the strongest duos in the game. You can steal games at any point. And not only that, we can kind of do some buff stacking shenanigans. We can play Spez. There's a lot of stuff we can do. And it's pretty decent into aggro. So let's see what he does here. I'm probably expecting like a beat on P3 if he decides to pivot, or if he decides to commit to cleaving me. He's probably going to go like Polyran, but at that point I can take stuff like Bellion, I can deny souls, disrupt him, maybe run some prot set, or even a Tywin, to be honest. Cleanse the stigma, a lot of stuff we can do, but less yapping and more waiting, I guess. So there's Laya coming out. Not a very strong pick into my 2 drafts. Peyra. So if he takes Laya, Peyra, that means he's kind of looking to abuse the fact that he's going to skill reset me, right? So if he's gonna be looking to skill reset me, I kind of want some mitigation. If I take a Tywin, that's not going to give me. That's not really gonna give me rage, right? How do I want to play this? I think Airwell might not be bad. You know what? I'm gonna stick to my gun. I'm gonna go prot a Tywin here. And I'm gonna play a Spez game.
I'll eliminate you.
Now, if you guys haven't been keeping up with World Cup, obviously Spez has been played, tried and tested in the World Cup. And even during last season, when Laya was extremely strong, you want to pair him with a debuffer like Airwell or Emil Sharoon or a Tywin, so that you have a guaranteed way, or not guaranteed way, but a higher chance of stunning and then letting your Spez go for a kill, right? So one thing to point out while he's picking is I have a Tywin at 198, I have Airwell at 192. My Spez, on the other hand, here is at 180, right? So you want to keep a 11 speed gap so you're not within speed RNG of each other. And that way you have... okay, my brain is broken because he picked Spez. Because he picked Spez... sorry, not Spez, LPK. He picked last piece Karin here to kind of go for my Spez, right? I am prot set. I do have Aureus. I'm not super scared of it. I think a green Celine would be a force ban for him. Non-attack, 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 right? So I think green Celine's going to be a force ban. And before I lock this in, I want to decide what am I banning in post-ban, right? Because I was second pick. So I'm going to be most likely banning... I think it's DDR. I'm gonna go ban DDR. And you might be asking, Vic, why are we banning DDR? Like, what's the reason? Yada yada yada. You're probably not asking me that, but I'm just yapping. The reason why we're banning DDR is because I don't want to let him sleep my Spez. Right? I'm confident in my Spez and not dying to the LPK. I still have anti-crit, right? So he has a pass protection set, anti-crit, and Aureus. So I would like to think that there's a sizable chance of us actually being able to take this game off. And the fact that my Conquer Lilius is actually within... like, actually going to be able to put attack down on this LPK. It's pretty good for us here. So he actually doesn't stick the unbuffable onto our Atai. Pretty bad for him. So he's going to S3. He's 11.2k HP. So I still have my prot set. I still have my prot set. Now, my attack down is for 2 turns. So even if he has 3s, he's not going to be able to cleanse it, I think. Yeah. So what I'm gonna... he has immunity on Laya. I'm just probably gonna go for an S1 on Blood Moon Haste. Good provoke. Huge.
Put your life on the line.
I mean, he's probably not having a lot of fun right now. He's still attacked down. I'm very confident I'm not gonna die. I have Vigor, which gives me 30% defense on my Spez. There's just no way I'm gonna die. I do, however, get pushed back, unfortunately. But that's fine, because guess what? My A-Tywin has S3. And as soon as I S3, he's going to be debroken, and he's not going to have a lot of fun. So, I don't imagine he would S2. He needs to save the cleanse. Oh my god. He hit. That's not good. Go for the stun D-break, please. Stun D-break. Justice. Okay, nice. Very well played.
If you wish to die.
Don't even tell me Peyra's gonna finish off my Spez, man. Don't even tell me. Candy time! It's time to play Candy. Elbrus. Sometimes you gotta beg for Elbrus, you know? But, yeah, I mean, if he S1s on my Spez, I'm probably gonna die. Oh, he actually goes to stun to Conquer Lilius.
It's just like a dream. Follow my
So, LPK is gonna be able to kill my Spez for sure. We're not in a very good spot now. Because his Peyra is too fast, man. Okay, we might be dead. There's a very good chance we're dead. Salvo? Okay. Unfortunately, that LPK pushing back my spez messed up my tuning, which is actually pretty bad for me. Counter. Nice. Salvo? No salvo. Okay. So he's gonna S3 put escort back up. Laya's gonna come around. I'm almost ready to proc my Candy S3. Now I don't have Vigor and I don't have attack buff, so there's a chance that I'm not gonna be able to kill this Blood Moon Haste. Potentially. Oh. Okay, I mean if that happens. Oh, okay, yeah, he is super dead. Unless I counter here and give him barrier, then that'd be kind of bad. So he's gonna S3 here, put attack buff up, and get another S2 off. But I think we should be fine.
If you see it, it's too
Nope.
late.
So I'm taking the next turn. Actually, I might not be. I'm gonna provoke him. Never mind, I did not get the provoke.
I'm growing tired of this.
Okay, I didn't provoke, so if he S3 and kills my Candy, I'm dead.
I don't have the time
Alright, let's see it.
for stupid toys.
And it is enough. Well, good game. Not a lot I could have done there. Well played by him. I didn't land the provoke there with ae-Taiwan while I had rage, so you could say it's RNG loss, but it's not 100% provoke chance on ae-Taiwan, so sometimes that's just kind of how the game goes. So, I mean, you just gotta go next. It's not a big deal. Okay, same pre-bans. So he bans DDR Luna. Tells me he's probably playing Laya. Some form of Laya here. If he doesn't take Laya, I'm taking Laya for sure. Because DDR is the #1 Laya Punisher. I didn't have Rage. Oh, I didn't have Rage? I see. Well, I think there's still a pretty decent chance of me actually landing Provoke there. So he actually takes a Laya like we were expecting. I will go with Blood Moon Haste.
You are not worthy of my courtesy.
And I will go with ae-Taiwan. Ae-Taiwan obviously is so that I can be covered against Monk. If I take anything else like Blood Moon Haste Senya, if he goes like ae-Tai Monk, it's kind of hard for me to play. So just take the ae-Taiwan to deny him and protect, give me a little bit of mitigation and protect me from Monk B3 here. Okay, so let's see what he responds with. I wonder if he's still gonna take Monk. Sometimes people will actually still take Monk into ae-Tai. Okay, I'm yapping. He has Genua, LRK. Genua, LRK. Genua, LRK. How do I want to set this up? Payra gets cleansed, but I have control. I'll actually get escort as well. I could take a Payra here. Along with Payra, I need to bring a DPS because right now I have 3 supports. I'm feeling a Bihu. I'm kind of feeling a Bihu. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go with Bihu here.
If you're afraid.
Bihu unbuffables this, unbuffable this. It's all pretty decent.
With no choice.
Goes AOL on 4 here on me. It's not bad. He goes Edward last pick. He goes Edward last pick.
You haven't heard of Shadow.
I'm gonna play Arya here. I don't really care about Ed. I think I can overload the Ed. So what I mean by overload is if I put debuffs on him with like Bihu, right? I can always just ae-Tai stun. Or if he has any form of debuffs on him, I can always just Payra S1 into him. Because like Ed's gonna have immunity from LRK, so it's in some way it's almost kind of counterintuitive in some sense, but at the same time it makes sense. Because he's trying to hold me hostage on my Payra S2. Okay.
If you wish to die,
So there's no reason for me to tank an Ed S3 for fun, right? So I'm just gonna S3 here.
goblet of oak,
Or an Ed S2, I mean.
heed my call.
Okay.
Violence is always a last resort.
So what I'm gonna do here actually is I'm just gonna straight up proc the Janua here.
Act so surprised.
I'm gonna proc his immortality.
It's
Because the burn damage is gonna go through, and now he's not gonna be able to like cleanse if I put any damage on him. So it puts me in like an okay spot.
Right?
And like I said, right now Ed doesn't have Ed has immunity, which is like it lets me get free hits on him, right? Just by chip damage, so it's kind of okay. Now he can't really rush Bihu, right? Because if he rushes Bihu, okay. Okay, I'm yapping, I guess. He's just gonna go for a kill on Bihu and activate my Blood Moon Haste.
Let's see what you can do.
Okay.
would you like to be my next move?
Oh, my Tywin actually is behind. My Tywin is behind. I'm gonna go for S1 on Laya here. Strip the immunity. Get an S2 off. Heal my team to full.
Destroy you.
Now, because he's not gonna have enough damage to go back into Windrider, I need to be careful because he can still cleanse, right? So I really need to be careful here. So I need to S1 onto Laya here. Because otherwise, I'm gonna basically let him cleanse for free, and stealth mitigates 50% of AoE damage, so my Tywin S3 for sure is not gonna kill. So we definitely want to avoid proccing him for free. Okay, so
You dare stop
I'm
me?
just gonna commit an S1 onto Laya here. I don't want to hit LRK because that gives him free cooldown. So just start chipping away at the Laya here. So he's 19k Laya with Aureus LR Crow. So
Need me to go easy.
I'm gonna have to try to go for a kill because my blood aura is running up.
You don't look very appetizing, but oh well.
I can't say this is a very good spot for me to be in. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna put damage on LRK.
How absurd. How incompetent.
He's gonna be revealed, so I can try to look for a stun. Laya's running around though. Laya is coming around the corner. She's one turn off. The S1's here.
How dare you pick a fight with me?
I could have went for an S1 onto the Janua to try to kill, but
To everyone.
I'm very unlikely to do that much damage when he has Aureus present. That's not very realistic in my opinion. So LRK is stunned. I have my...
You dare stop
So
me?
he already procced Immortality. I'm gonna put my Escort back up. And he's not gonna be able to Soulburn S3 kill through Escort. With on Laya, that is.
Oh, it's just like a dream.
And then I can S3. Oh, he actually goes for it. Oh, he's not gonna kill.
Freaking for real.
Yep. That's not gonna work.
I'm growing tired of this act.
I'm gonna S3 Janua here.
Is that all you're capable of?
He already lost Immortality, so this should kill him straight up. That brings my Bihu back.
Such arrogance.
I'm gonna look for an S1 on Laya to get his Sweet Miracle proccing. I didn't land again, unfortunately.
Wish to die.
I'm gonna put chip damage on the Laya here. So really big turn here. Really big turn. My hasn't pressed S3 yet, so I'm gonna be able to S3, put on Buffable. And what we talked about during drafting phase in terms of overloading the Ed, we're gonna see it happen now. Hopefully. Unless I just die like a Zog. I did not heal.
The life you have left.
You know what? Change your plans. I might just put damage on Laya. I'm gonna S3.
May this hidden bounty
The burns will do decent damage, I guess.
Within your
We're not in a very... Oh, okay, never mind.
Do my
He has
best.
S2. He's just gonna kill my Bihu now. We do have our passive next turn. I think we're probably gonna die.
Worthy of my courtesy.
We're gonna work this. I'm going to Solver S1 since Ed has turn.
Never
I
let anything
think I might be dead, gentlemen. I think I might be dead. I think we're dead. That counter is worthless. Doesn't do anything.
The stage belongs to
He gets
everyone.
cleansed and then he can rip an S3 into me.
Come on, we can do it.
I think I'm dead. Yeah, if I can't get another S3 off, I'm dead. Yeah, that's game over. That's unfortunate. So before we end off here, I do want to take a look at the draft and see where we messed up.
So, you learn nothing
So
from
where
last
we
time.
messed up is... Where do we mess up? We picked Laya. I go Blood Moon Haze A-Tower to cover the Monk threat. He takes Janua and LRK. Janua and LRK is okay. So I pick Payra to punish the Janua LRK so I can unbuffable and take tempo in the draft. I go Bihu on 4 to unbuffable. So I probably just picked the wrong DPS, right? So Bihu is the dead pick here. If I had something to say like an ML Shu, for example, right? I think I would probably have a little bit more leeway. But the Bihu was a bad pick. It was a bit too early, right? I revealed my hand on 4, so he punished me with 2 picks and banned last. And that's why I lost. So, yeah. Learning experience, I guess.
How incompetent.
You dare stop me?
But yeah, that's about it for this episode. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two from me dying, like a little Zoggy. But,
no one's
yeah.
place.
See you guys on episode 3 in a couple days. So,